Hey, hello. Javier, I just saw what's going on with the live. We're live. Happy Sunday. Oh my gosh, I'm repeating myself here. And you know what? That's why. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Hold on. Technical problems. I am such a big dum-dum. I didn't have it all plugged in. Anyways, happy Sunday. How are you all doing? I saw one earlier. Hey, George. I want to get back to somebody wrote earlier something. Okay. Happy Sunday. I'm home. I'm not traveling. I don't know why the internet is messed up a little bit, probably because I didn't have it plugged in correctly. Operator error. So you all have Addie, who's our moderator tonight, to thank for this. Actually, you all have yourselves to thank for this live stream because I almost canceled. Leona, I am sorry you're depressed. Many of us are depressed. I have been having a bad few days. And in fact, you might notice that I just got out of the shower. I haven't showered in a few days. I have been sitting here depressed or laying here depressed. And hi, Auntie D, thank you. I almost canceled tonight. But I got to tell you something. Why I'm here is you guys. And it was, hey, Anonymous, thank you. And it was Addie who messaged that she was going to be late because she was going to buy groceries. So first off, that's amazing because Addie is formerly homeless and she's going to buy groceries. Second, it's amazing that she remembered it's Sunday night and she feels loyal and obligated and, wants to be on time. And she messaged me. So I was here thinking, what? It's Sheila's birthday. Sheila, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. We didn't celebrate in the group. We will take care of that momentarily. Thank you, Anonymous. So, I was wrestling. Do I cancel tonight? Okay, Wednesday. Cool. We didn't miss it. So Sheila lives in her car in Connecticut, and on our online support group, we tried to celebrate birthdays. So I was worried that maybe we missed it. Thank you, Anonymous. So I almost titled this, let's talk about depression or let's talk about being vulnerable. So, hey, George, thank you. Hi, Jeff. So when Addie messaged me, I'd been wrestling all day. I was like, and basically I'm feeling sorry for myself. I'm back from traveling for the summer. Summer's over. I've got all this stuff in Mom's house I've got to take care of. I've been thinking a lot about my mom. And I've got to deal with it. I've got to deal with this house. I've got to deal with my mom passing away. I guess that's a process. Everybody tells me that it takes a while, and it never really goes away. Right now, because of the coronavirus, I don't have any income. And that's pretty scary. So there's a song by Willie Nelson, Angels Flying Too Close to the Ground. So I've always flew a little bit close to the ground. I mean, my last real job was chief marketing officer, and I made a lot of money, but it takes away from invisible people. So what I've been doing is how I pay for my own food and rent and everything is I work, conferences and speaking events and consulting. And because of coronavirus, they're gone. So mom left me this house. And when I came home, there's a big whopping tax bill that for me to pay it, it wipes out everything I saved up for, which means, and I have to pay it because then they put a lien on the house. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is sometimes life just sucks. And I'm not one of these people, that is positive, positive, positive. Positive things happen to positive people. But, and you've heard me say this before, just because you bury toxic waste doesn't mean it goes away. So you have, when you're in pain, there's a reason that you're in pain. You cut your finger, it's to let you know that you need a Band-Aid, right? So when you're depressed, it means there's something wrong. And we live in this world where we're scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of what's going on. I'm scared of the future. I'm scared to death about being alone and being old. And I'm scared about being vulnerable and talking about it. So those of you that haven't, this all started 11 years ago in the 2008 crash. And I was extremely vulnerable. I was talking about, not having food and facing eviction and not having an income. And it was a really scary time. But I had like 20 followers on Twitter. We had 1,000 subs. And, now that there's 655,000 of you, and I'm so grateful, I sometimes I feel pressure to stay silent, that I should just only talk about the good stuff, right? But the truth is, I had a choice tonight. And thank you, Anonymous, I could have either sucked it up and gone, happy Sunday, whoa, 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 everything's great, or I could be real with you guys. Well, there was a third choice. I could have canceled, which is what I was leaning towards, until Addie, and thank you, Addie, and Derek too, because Derek responded. I had a choice when they messaged me. I realized, all you guys, you're waiting for Sunday night. That's mind-blowing to me. I'm honored. I'm grateful. I mean, I didn't even share this on social media tonight. I mean, it's just us. It's not like anything promotion or anything. It's just, hey, Malka. It's just, and Malka was the one who got us all started on this, right? She's the one who started me going every Sunday night. And now I realized, hey, Erica, thank you. I realized that I had to get out of myself, get into the shower real quick. I think Addie messaged me around 7, right? And I had to really get in some kind of mental state to go live with you guys. And that helped me because, to be honest, I've been here going, poor me, poor me. I mean, I've been working and so here's my challenges, right? And we all have challenges. I'm just going to put the cards out. So here in Binghamton, there's nothing for me. So when I'm feeling less than, or when I'm feeling the poor me's, or what I call them, when I'm doing blanket time. And what I mean by blanket time is you lay it in a fetal position in your bed and you're just going, oh man, life sucks. Why'd this happen? Poor me. I don't have this. Poor me. I don't have this. And it's okay. It's okay to feel that pain, but you can't stay there. You can't stay there. And so for me, what I do, if I'm in a Los Angeles, a Seattle, a Philadelphia, Cleveland, or any other city besides Binghamton, I go and I grab some socks and I volunteer. Or I go hand them out. In Binghamton, there are homeless people. There's homeless people in every community, but this is a really small town, and there's not the street homelessness that you would see. Hey, Lords, thank you. And so I'm not able to do that here. And because of COVID, it's not so, hey, Ace, I'm in Binghamton. Hello. So it's not... and I, how do you guys deal with depression? What do you guys do? For me, it takes something like you, all of you. I knew it's Sunday night. We got to go live. And I already feel better because of you. Like we're hanging out. So another thing is there's absolutely no tangible social interaction for me here in Binghamton. Hey, Kay, thank you. I'm an introvert, but I got to have some social interaction with people. And when I'm in LA or any other city, even with coronavirus, you can go out and connect with people, and that doesn't happen here. So what I ended up doing was the poor me's. What I need to do is start getting rid of, see the pink chair, and there's a Christmas tree, and there's pink curtains, and there's a pink flowery lamp, and there's a pink couch. There's like 6 couches here. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's a mirror, but it's like really weird. And, here's an antique chair. So none of this stuff is worth any money, but I feel like I'm in a prison, right? I feel like I am in a prison. Hey, Mansoor, I'm inside alone. That's what I'm not. I'm inside alone. Why do I need to wear a mask? So anyways, Boo Barth, besides having a cool name, that is amazing. Exactly what I'm talking about. You go down in Gala Sisters. I don't know what you're talking about. You're interviewing people for, okay, you're doing like an invisible people top thing. What's the name of your channel? DJ, I've been thinking about that. So it's not why I'm sharing this tonight. It's not really about me. I mean, somebody earlier, okay, got it, Mansoor. Somebody earlier said, hey, Corey, thank you, that they were depressed. So why I wanted to talk about this tonight was because there's people in this chat room. There are going through something right now. Broom Doom County, and if there's something I can say or do that could help you, I thought we talk about homelessness a lot. We can talk about that tonight, but I thought we'd talk about the power of vulnerability and the power of or depression. And, so that's, I feel like I'm in an AA meeting. What's the topic tonight? So the topic is depression and vulnerability. Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. Hey, Jason, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry you've been going through anxiety, Addie. I thought Derek was on this chat. Hi, Sheila. I'm sorry. Gosh, it must be so horrible living in your car. Auntie, you nailed it. So part of the reason is this house has so much clutter, it's stressful. And then when I get depressed, I just add to the clutter, and then it kind of snowballs. Iris, there is no good style of homelessness. Gale Resources, I don't do the sponsor thing. Hey, Francis, I'm glad you bought yourself a meal. You made the right decision. So, Dila, it's me, right? So I can't take all this stuff out to the yard. I am starting next week, going to figure out how to sell it. I've got to start getting this stuff. Oh my gosh, Sherry, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And that's exactly why I thought, because I know, Anonymous, thank you. There's so many people. I mean, especially now. I mean, unemployment is I want hugs back. I want to be able to hug people. This coronavirus just sucks. I mean, how do I date, right? Dating as an adult. I'm 59 years old. I'm single, right? Now that mom has passed on, hopefully I will get back to LA soon because there ain't nothing jumping off here in Binghamton. But how do you date? How do you date in coronavirus, right? You Zoom on the first date, right? The fifth date, the sixth date. Gosh, how horrible. Oh my gosh. Wear them plastic bubble things. I mean, dating as an adult just sucks. It really sucks because when you're 20, your hormones drive you and you don't think about stuff. You're just like, but as an adult, you think because the hormones aren't driving you and you think you want somebody that you can connect with and talk with much more than, right? And so now as an adult, and then you add coronavirus, oh my gosh. And what is it about humans? What is it about us that we always think of the negative? The first thing we think, because, what do because, Mr. Sod. I don't know if I'm Mr. Sod. Evictions is going to be scary. And Vanelli, oh my gosh, the dating apps. I should start a live stream about that because, oh my gosh, I don't know what it's like for women. I've heard horror stories because there's just so many guys, and guys can be creepy. Women can be creepy too. But the dating app stuff is just, oh my gosh. So to me, it's more entertainment, right? I don't really believe I'm going to meet somebody on a dating app. I just don't. But every now and then I look, and, it's like, oh, this is entertainment. Malka, I'm sorry you're alone. I've been alone a long time myself, but I don't want to be alone anymore, especially with mom gone. I don't want to be alone. I just don't. Hey, Danielle. Hello in Ireland. I would love to get there. A discourse, yes. After divorce, life got better for me. Yeah. So the worst moment of a bad relationship, I mean, the worst moment of being single is still better than a bad relationship. Let me say that again because I messed it up. The worst moment of being single, when you're lonely, 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 just remember when you were in a relationship and it was hell, right? So that's, like what I'm thinking is that, gosh, I want to have a good relationship. I'm 59, right? I might have 5 years left, 10 years left. I don't know, but I don't want them to be World War III like I had with my ex-wife. I want them to be good, nice, calm, you know. Hi, Dan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't have family and you're in horrible health. And that, I'll be honest with you guys. You guys might know I lost a lot of weight. I've gained it all back. I ate so bad yesterday. Oh my gosh. So Vanel, that's there was a woman who posted in our online support group about the self-worth and self-hatred, not self-hatred, but self-worth that she feels from not having a home, right? Um, and that's it's my, we all have, and I'm not spooky. They're not like demons with fangs and flying in and friends of the devil, right? We all have demons. Mine is lack of self-worth and lack of self-esteem. And I fight this every day. I look at my life and I've done miracles. I mean, this channel is a miracle, right? And I've done crazy good stuff, but then I get to this point where it's like I'm worthless. And that's my ongoing battle, even though I'm 25 years off. So it's hard. I don't, since we're being vulnerable, and I'm glad somebody brought this up, it's hard for me to do something good for myself. It's hard for me to work out. Not the normal things like, people just hate working out, but it's good for me. And I think I'm worthless. So why would I do something good for me? Why would I go for a walk? Why would I do all these things that are for me? And that really is borderline. It's, why hey, Anonymous, thank you. And it's my battle. I mean, there's times when I know I'm a good person, I know I'm doing good, I know I'm building something, but then there's times when my self-worth just takes a hit. And when it comes down to doing something for me, like, the person earlier was saying, I'm alone and your health sucks. Well, that's me. The reason that my health sucks is because I don't love me. And we talked about on my live stream, my birthday live stream, how I stayed sober, and that's I changed my self-talk. But it's still a process. It's still a process where I have to learn to love myself. And I have trouble with that a lot of the times. Thank you, Daniel, but it's okay. I mean, you guys can say it a gazillion times than you do, and I'm so grateful for the encouragement, but I have to believe it. Thank you, Gemma. So it went by too fast. I didn't know who said it. Uh, So a discourse, that's what I was talking about in my live stream. And I did a lot of work long time ago. I guess, I got to do it again. And a big issue is, I'm a friend of Bill W. I like to go to AA meetings, and now AA meetings are Zoom calls. This coronavirus sucks. Oh, I hate this coronavirus. Gosh, I hate this coronavirus. Carol, good. Colin, good. Happy to hear it. Patches, thank you. Kit Kat, thank you. Jay's philosophy, it isn't here. Deidre, yes, and there's a documentary, a link in the descriptions. Gala Sisters, I'm sorry that you got COVID. I hope you'll be all right. Yay, Addie! Oh, and next week's Addie's birthday. So she might not be our moderator. We might have to just go with Derek, which we've done before, and Derek's awesome. They kind of tag team sometimes. But Addie is, you want to tell them what you're 8 years sober on? It's not drugs and alcohol. We all have our addictions. And Kuru flower, that's exactly it. Addie is 8 years clean from self-harm. That's a big one. Congratulations, Addie. I'm so proud of you. And thank you for having the courage to share. Sheila is addicted to toy poodles. Well, you might need to get a bigger car then. Yeah, Michael, Indianapolis and every place else. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you. Thank you. So, Emperor, I would love to, and I've been, just so you know, I've been to 24 cities in Canada. I used to do a lot of work in Canada. I would like to expand invisible people. Right now, my priority, so I'm home, meaning I'm not traveling for a bit. That in itself is depressing because I love to travel. And I need to focus on, thank you, Ryan. I need to focus on in me. And what I mean by that, right now, invisible people doesn't provide a revenue. Now, I probably could have hired myself a year ago, but what I decided to do was start journalism. We're on Apple News and Google News, and I decided that I should scale invisible people. And it was for this year. And then this year, we're going to find some, donors. And then coronavirus hit and it all kind of backfired. So I need, and this is what, so I'll tell you what happened 3 years ago, right? Kato, love you too. Z-bullion swearings. I hear that a lot, right? But it never happens. So, California Springer, I don't exactly know what you mean. So, the point of this channel is, to get you all to help fight homelessness in your communities, right? That's the only way we're going to end homelessness. And whether it be Ireland or Canada or UK or Tampa or San Diego or whatever, you guys all doing an individual GoFundMe will never end homelessness. There's been probably 10 people that have been housed because of their videos. That's not nearly, there's 1 million homeless people in this country. 10 people are not enough. So the point, California Springer, is not for me, but for you. Every waking moment, I am working to help homelessness, help fight homelessness, right? I'm already doing it. Now we need you guys to do it, which is the point of this work. So, Hannah, I do hope to get back to the UK. The problem is right now, coronavirus. I don't think I can even cross the pond right now. Hey, Tabby, thanks for sharing. Hey, Loretta, thank you. Dano, it's not looking good anywhere. Hey, Jay, thank you. Thank you so much. Dila Williams, if I'm saying your name wrong, sorry, I mispronounced names. You know what? If somebody scammed you, I'm sorry. I get scammed a lot. I figure sometimes maybe the person needed it. I'll tell you the story, and she might even be in the chat room. Okay. Almost 100% of homeless moms lie to me. And I was a family case manager in Los Angeles for 4 years. My job was working with homeless families. And I would say almost 100% of them lie to me, even now. So last year, might have been the year before, a homeless mom right around Christmas, right? She needed glasses. And it's really hard to get funds to a homeless person who doesn't have an ID or a bank account. It's extremely hard. But Walmart has an eye center, right? So I sent her $300 in a Walmart gift card to go get glasses at Walmart. And I knew when I sent it what was going to happen. It was Christmas time. What do you think the mom did with the money? Do you think she used it for glasses? Or do you think she bought toys for her kids? What do you think? Right? So about a week or two into January, she sends me this photo of, she's trying to show me she bought glasses, but it's clearly she didn't buy glasses. And I laughed because I knew when I sent her the money, she was going to buy toys for her children. It was like 2 weeks before Christmas, right? And, I think about if I was a homeless parent and I had no income and I had kids, I'm the type of person that I am so honest to a fault. I'm always honest, but I don't have kids. I don't have kids dependent on me. And if I believe that telling a little white lie might help my kids, I would probably tell that little white lie. So knowing almost 100% of homeless moms have lied to me, I'd say maybe 99%. It doesn't stop me from helping them, because I understand when you're homeless, you're desperate. And especially if you're homeless and you have dependent children or children that are dependent on you. Hey, Corey, thank you. I think you gave earlier. Thank you again. Hey, Carol, you know what? Most drug addicts are in housing, are in apartments and houses. You know why you don't see them? Because there's these things called walls, right? Majority of homeless people are 16 or younger. 1.5 million homeless children. They're not on drugs. So here, you guys wanted a rant, right? I don't know if Christy's in the chat, but she started Rant Sunday, and maybe it's going to have to stick. Maybe it's going to have to stick. So in places like Skid Row or the Tenderloin, where there's a lot of street homelessness, you see a lot of drug addiction. You see people shooting up. You see people smoking dope. That doesn't mean all homeless people are drug addicts. It just means in that area, there's a high concentration of people using drugs. Majority of homeless people are sober. Majority of homeless people do not use drugs. I don't know how I can get that. Anyways, thank you, Anonymous. Hi, Carol. Yeah, there is a lot of street homelessness. There's a lot of drug abuse, and you see it because there's no walls. But there's drug abuse in that apartment that you're in. If you live in an apartment building that's 40 units or more, there's drug abuse in your apartment building. If you live in the suburbs, there's drug abuse on your cul-de-sac, right? You don't see it because there's walls. Hey, Ryan. Hello, and thank you. So Villanelle, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Beautiful name. In areas like Skid Row, the media portrays that, and there is a higher concentration of drug abuse and mental illness, but it's probably 40%. Majority of the homeless people, even on Skid Row, are sober. Boo Barth, because there's walls. Hey, Shadowrunner, exactly. I'm glad you were able to get out. Walter's in the house. Hey, Walter. Hey, Giovanni. Where in Central America? Hey, Iris, no books. Corey, I'm sorry you're disappointed. What are you disappointed about? Jay, I hope to be moving to Los Angeles. I got to figure out an income. Hey, Joe. Hello, how are you? Uh, I'm Mel in Germany. Hello. Hey, Costa Rica. Sure. Ryan Jack. Invisible People is the only education based nonprofit working to end homelessness. So we have a learn more section. If you go to our website, invisiblepeople.tv, learn more, where you can learn about homelessness. And we have a little bit about Canada, a little bit about the United Kingdom, but mostly about United States homelessness. We will be updating it within the next couple of weeks. We've already got the copy. C4 Innovation, which is an organization out of Boston, writes the content. We do daily journalism. We have 38 writers. There are 17 of them full time, 6 of them are homeless. About 5 of them are formerly homeless. We do daily journalism. We do daily journalism on homelessness. It's also on Apple News or Google News. So if you're an iOS person, open up your Apple News app, type in Invisible People and favorite it. If you're an Android person, open up your Google News app, type in Invisible People and favorite. We post daily, 5 days a week. Weekends we don't. Sometimes we do, but 5 days a week. 7 days is an extra. We do first person storytelling of video interviews, which is what we are known for, but now we are doing mini documentaries. We also do vlog style and interviews. And last but far from least, well, there's actually one more. So is if you go to get involved, we make it easy for you in the United States to contact your legislators, and we facilitate. I don't like to say it's mine because it's not an online support group for homeless people. JB, most homeless people with most people with mental illness never end up homeless. Yes, there is a percentage of people that on the streets have mental illness. Many develop it from homelessness, but it's a myth that all homeless people have mental illness. Hey, Kuru Flower, thank you. Sorry, I didn't understand. Hey, Giovanni, thank you. I'm no hero, but thank you. Kit Kat, it's true. There's a huge issue about eviction and corrupt landlords. Hey, Master of Play, thank you. Abel, thank you. Norman, I'm no hero, but thank you. Wise guy, our PayPal. Well, if you go to invisiblepeople.tv/donate, it gives you the PayPal option, or our PayPal email is info@invisiblepeople.tv. And thank you. Greta, thank you. Mansoor, thank you. Hey, Claudio in Brazil. Hello, hello. I NWC homeless. You know, part of why I'm depressed or been going through depression is part me and part looking at, and I think most of us that do this work, it is so frustrating as seeing homelessness grow. Vero, thank you. Yeah, Kuro, my mom passed away in May. I've got to deal with this house now and go through all her stuff. And I mean, so one challenge, oh my God. So my mom right there outside has a car. It's probably worth $1,000. It's like a 2005 Buick. I don't even know. But the title, so it's got 4 flat tires and it has the battery's dead. But I've got to get the title in my name. So it took me a month to go through all the paperwork and everything else to get the title. I go to the DMV. Takes 3 weeks to get an appointment in DMV because of COVID. I go to the DMV, get it all taken care of, and the lady says, "Oh, there's been a recent title. This title is no good. You're going to have to apply for a new title." So $40 I have to pay for a new title, and then I have to wait for that title to arrive. That title just arrived this week, but now I call the DMV and it's 3 days before they call me back to set an appointment, which be another 3. And before I got to get a dumpster in the driveway so I can start throwing some of this stuff away. And it's just like, Carol says grow patience, and there's truth to that. But you know what I wish sometimes? You know how maybe this doesn't speak to the people that aren't techie. Um, you know how you reformat a hard drive and you just reformat it and boom, you start over. I wish I could reformat my life. I just wish I could, push a few buttons and boom, I'm starting over. Wow, Carol, that'd be interesting. Lady T's in the house. Hi, Lynn. I've heard that a lot. So here's the thing, right? I don't have money. I don't have money. I don't have money. And I hang out with homeless people. So I could get that maybe someday I could find a woman that wants to hang out with homeless people with me, but I can't even take her to Taco Bell, right? Hey, let's get on the bus and go to Taco Bell. It ain't jumping off. Test rat, I know. I wish I had a reset button. Hey, I've been asked that twice. I would like to expand invisible people, but right now I just got to be able to hire one person. Hey, Anonymous, thank you. So I can afford Taco Bell to take a date. Danielle, yes, I still drive. David, nobody even knows I exist in Binghamton. Thank you, Walter. Ooh, Shadowrunner. I didn't think of that. Well, usually when you reset or rebuild a hard drive, you build it, kind of what was similar, but only better. Cliff, it is so crazy. Carol, I'm not old enough for Social Security yet. Mensur 5. I have a couple of restaurants in Los Angeles that I like. Lynn, it made me smile. There's a senior discount at Taco Bell. So that's an added seller. Hi, I think you're attractive. I really like your smile. Would you like to go spend an evening with me at Taco Bell? They have a senior discount. Yeah, that's really going to jump off, right? So, your guardian angel, that is exactly what I do. I try to be the friends to others that I would want to be to myself. Yeah, Addie, I don't know why I use Taco Bell. It's Kit Kat. Olive Garden, right? Because you get unlimited bread. Yeah, Walter, I hear it is screaming hot on the Best Coast. JB, I take it you're in Malaysia. Hello. Hey Max, dinner at the soup kitchen. That's a jumping off. Hey Dano, the barbecue party was really good. I wish so. If you guys don't follow me on social media, all the links below. Whenever I do something like that, so here's the thing. I probably could have made a video, and we are doing a mini documentary on that neighborhood or on that community. But I could make a video for YouTube and it'd probably get a lot of views, but I don't. But I do take a couple of photos because many of you donate. So I share on social media the photos just to say thank you. Chipotle isn't Chipotle McDonald's. So Addie, Chipotle is hipster. And I just can't do the hipster thing. Maybe that's why I'm single, right? Yeah, it's not because I don't have money. It's because I'm not hipster. A Tree, there's a donation link up above, and I greatly appreciate all the support. Thank you, Carol. Test rat at Chipotle is McDonald's. And what's the other one? The other one's not Taco Bell, Jack in the Box. It's the same thing as Qdoba or something. Okay, we got 5 minutes. Qdoba, yeah, Jeff Ha, thank you. So, folks, this week was rough for me. I think it was everything above. And I knew, so after my mom passed away, and I didn't schedule the travel because of her, the travel was already scheduled. But when I'm out traveling, like I just spent 12 days in Los Angeles, and every day I'm out on the streets, I'm working 12, 14-hour days. I don't get time to think. So big problem, or not a big problem, or why I've been depressed this week is partly because I've had time to think, and it's a big life change. When I eventually clean out this house. Thank you, Anonymous. When I eventually clean out this house and figure out a way of paying rent and relocate back to Los Angeles, this is an era of my life that's over. I mean, this, I've got to accept mom's gone, and, I don't know. I mean, will I even come back to Binghamton? I mean, my dad lives here, and I'll come back to see him, especially if he gets ill. But as I look forward, and I don't mean like look forward like happy, I mean like look ahead, there's some significant emotional and logistical and financial challenges. And in life, we all face them. And we all, Sharon, thank you. One of the things that, one of my favorite quotes by Winston Churchill is, if you feel like you're going through hell, you keep going. So I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going. I look at, I'm 59, I'm soon to be 60, and I don't know how much time I got. I don't know how many of you are younger or how many of you are older, but once you're over 50, you do start thinking about legacy, and you start thinking about time a lot. And, hey, California Springer. So I don't know how much time I have, but what I do know is that I have to cherish every moment. And I do know that right here in this moment of time, life is not good for me. And I've got to change that. So I have a choice. I can do blanket time, which, feel sorry for myself and depressed, which I did this week. Or I kick myself in the butt and get up and start making changes, which one of the things I did is this live stream. Thanks to you guys, because I didn't want to let you down. I know, and it blows me away that you guys want to spend Sunday nights with me. And I am very, very, hey, Anonymous, thank you. And I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for all of you. So anyways, until next week, hopefully you guys will have a great week. Tomorrow's Labor Day. Wherever you are, might already be Labor Day for you guys. Other countries, I don't know if you guys celebrate Labor Day. So it's a holiday here. Be safe, everybody. Social distance, wear a mask. I'm going to put up a new video this week of Chad, who's it's very powerful. It's a little bit graphic, but I think it's a story that needs to be told. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw YouTube on their Twitter and their Instagram supported us this week. Totally blown away, grateful. But that is not nearly as cool. I mean, YouTube has like 25 million followers, and it's not as cool as the hundreds of you that hang out on Sunday nights. I'm blown away. I'm blown away, grateful. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you, Addie. Thank you, Derek, for being the best moderators in the world. Thank you, everybody, for joining in the chat and connecting. You made my night better, and hopefully I said something that made your night better or your day better, depending where you are. And I will see you next week.